Donald Trump is having a demented late night meltdown as everything is falling apart. Here's what he posted moments ago. Wow, Gavin Newsom just dropped out of the presidential race. President DJT. Do you think this guy has dementia? Then Donald Trump posts the following. This is the Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, calling out every single member of Barack Obama's National Security Syndicate one by one. John Brennan, James Clapper, James Comey, and Susan Rice. Donald, you seem to not be doing all that well right now as your poll numbers are collapsing, as you're crashing the economy. You believe that California Governor Gavin Newsom is running for president right now? Hello, Earth to Donald. Are you there, big guy? Or I should say little guy, are you there? And then you're talking about Obama's national security team? Donald Trump is truly demented. Then he reposts the following as well. The world has peace because he turned his head. This as the United States is on the eve of war with Iran as a result of Donald Trump and his threats to now invade Iran. You've got wars spreading across the world right now. Russia continues to attack Ukraine more than ever. You still have significant atrocities being committed in Palestine, in Gaza by Israeli forces there. But I guess for Donald Trump, it's world peace is here. Then they said, Donald Trump goes, they tried to smear him. They tried to spy on him. They tried to frame him. They tried to deplatform him. They tried to bankrupt him. They tried to assassinate him. Well, by the way, but wasn't it a Trump supporter who was at Mar-a-Lago? The same way it was a Trump supporter in Butler, but wasn't there a Trump supporter at Mar-a-Lago the other day with that shotgun? And they were ultra MAGA. And he said, and ultimately he was telling his friends that he was obsessed with the Trump cover-up of the child sex trafficking ring. Not to mention, Donald Trump continues to post these AI videos of himself pretending to be a hockey player, punching the Canadian hockey players in the face. This as the American women's gold-winning hockey team has canceled their visit to the White House after Donald Trump mocked and demeaned the gold-winning women's hockey team. So despicable, so disgraceful with the men's hockey team. A moment that should have been actually celebrating the men's hockey team winning gold, right? I mean, that's a big deal accomplishment. You had Kash Patel, who's covering up the pedo ring with Donald Trump, chugging beers, and then Donald Trump going on speakerphone, mocking the women's hockey team. Again, just disgraceful behavior. And then the men's hockey team laughed at it as well. Just a horrible way to treat anybody, a horrible way to treat women, a horrible way to treat the women's hockey team. And then Donald Trump posting videos of himself punching Canadian hockey players in the face. Then, after news has been reported that Donald Trump's chairman of the Joint Chiefs, General Kane, has been telling people that none of our allies want to provide any help at all. Everybody's abandoned the United States regarding Donald Trump's attempt to go to war with Iran, and that we don't have the resources, we don't have the capabilities. Donald Trump then posts this. This is demented. This is post. Donald Trump posts numerous stories from the fake news media have been circulating, stating that General Daniel Kane, sometimes referred to as Raisin, is against us going to war with Iran. The story does not attribute this vast wealth of knowledge to anyone and is 100% incorrect. General Kane, like all of us, would like to not see war, but if a decision is made on going against Iran at a military level, it is his opinion that it will be something easily won. He knows Iran well and that he was in charge of Midnight Hammer, the attack on the Iranian nuclear development. Pause. Didn't you say that totally obliterated Iran's nuclear capabilities, but now we need to obliterate something that was totally obliterated? Didn't you promise the protesters in Iran in early January that you were going to help them if they went out and protested, but now 30,000 plus protesters were massacred by the Ayatollah? We didn't even have military capabilities to help those protesters out because our military capabilities were in the Caribbean off the coast of the Venezuela, where you invaded Venezuela, propped up a Maduro stooge in Delcy Rodriguez, steal their oil, sell it to your right-wing oligarch buds, take the money, stick it in a Qatari bank account for yourself, create a board of peace, which is only joined by authoritarian regimes. then you give $10 billion of American taxpayer dollars to the Board of Peace, which is connected to you. And so you basically stole $10 billion to give yourself that amount of money. You despicable, vile thing, you. Anyway, Donald Trump goes on to say, in this, it is a development no longer, but rather was blown to smithereens by our great B-2 bombers. Raising Cain is a great fighter and represents the most powerful military anywhere in the world. He has not spoken of not doing Iran or even the fake limited strikes that I have been reading about. He only knows one thing, how to win, and if he is told to do so, he will be leading the pack. Everything that has been written about a potential war with Iran has been written incorrectly and purposely so. I am the one that makes decisions. I would rather have a deal than not, but if we don't make a deal, it will be a very bad day for that country and very sadly its people, because they are great and wonderful and something like this should never happen to them. You caused 30,000 of them to be massacred. The blood is on your hands, not to mention the millions of people you killed from demolishing USAID. The blood is